All right, Tim, so when I leave, this is something you want me to work on, huh?
Yeah, you just set up a little hurdle like this right here, just right about the kneecaps. Give yourself maybe an inch, right? So then you're going to kind of focus on the knees driving more parallel to the target line rather than pumping back and forth towards the target line then away from it, okay?
So show me the bad thing first.
So the bad would be like that, and then the good would be more like that. Like this. You want a good one?
Yep. All right. Guys, work on that. We're doing a video right now on knee pumping for Be Better Golf, so that fit in just perfectly. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Tim Yelverton's out here from Mississippi. He is going to be doing today. What are we doing later today, Tim?
We've got a short game scoring school. Half a dozen guys or so this afternoon, and out at El Dorado, and going to help those guys get the golf ball in the hole a little closer to the hole, hopefully in the hole occasionally. Yeah. Really focusing on 30 yards and in, and see some guys, turning 3 shots into 2, and occasionally 1 shot, so we'll have a good time.
Yeah. Tim flew out here from Mississippi to do the short game school with me, and to film this thing called the Be Better Golf short game scoring system. So all right, today I have an issue. Tim, when you got here 2 days ago, talk a little bit about what I was doing and how that relates to what a lot of amateur golfers do.
Yeah, well, first off, you have a really good motion, but the one thing where I think you could clean up and get a little bit tighter around the greens was when you look at these 6 joints, our hips, our knees, and our ankles, there was just not enough stability. From the face-on view, if we look at it here, your knees were really pumping, this way back and forth, and it was causing your pelvis to then kind of go forward and then back. So you were kind of going this way here, and so as opposed to just being more stable on top of the ankles. So that was the biggest. That was the biggest thing that kind of popped out to me when I first watched you hit shots around the green.
Then there were some upper body things that were almost compensations for that.
Yeah.
So that's why we have this stick on, Tim.
Yes.
So if I did my old motion, we'll get this pointed a little bit more at the target. If I do my old motion, you would see a lot of this and this.
That's right. That's right.
And that would a little exaggeration, but not much. It'd be about like this. And this would be my old deal.
Yes.
And just in the stick, you can see your alignments. If I connect with the ball now, that's that way, and if I connect with the ball now, that's that way. So it's just a glancing direction.
That's right. That's right. A lot of twisting.
So would you say that the direction your knees face relate to the direction where the ball's going to go?
It's definitely going to have a huge influence on club path.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So we've been working on this, and so that's a problem, Tim. So what's the fix? Because a lot of people do this. They'll see their swing kind of roll under and open, and it'll actually be a lot of knee pumping that's making that happen.
That's right.
So what's the fix for this?
Well, we're going to just stabilize those knees. So we're going to try to keep your knees not perfectly square, but more square to the target line, a little bit quieter, a little bit more stable. There you go. That's beautiful there.
We'll try one.
Go ahead and hit one there. Yeah, that was good, Brendan.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Yeah, pretty stable. Hit one for us, Tim, just so we can see. We can say Tim's a pretty high level, very high level golfer and short game player. He won a bunch of tournaments in college, some tournaments as a pro, and now teaches the best players in the world the short game. That sounded great. Let's talk a little bit about the upper body. So just as the knees were pumping, I was also getting kind of this lawnmower thing going here too.
That's right. And then, so when the knees were going this way and this way, your upper body was turning real flat or horizontal.
Because it's on top of this stuff.
That's right.
So, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So really, when this was happening here, when you were going this way, like this, from the down the line view, it was causing you to have. You can see how the elbows are far apart. The forearms are kind of parallel to the ground, and then a lot of face rotation. So then when you went this way, then you're like, okay, well, I got to square it back up on the way down. Then you would go this way.
Yeah.
And sometimes you time it out great and you hit excellent shots. Sometimes your tendency was to get a little glancing below occasionally, and then sometimes get a little bit too steep.
Okay.
and just using the lead edge a little bit more than the trail edge.
So now that we've quieted down my knees, so it's a work in progress, obviously, but you know, now that is definitely a goal for me. With the upper body, what conscious things would you like to see me do?
I really just want you to have a sense of the right arm staying longer and more on top of the left,
Okay.
rather than bending and getting sort of on the side.
And in kind of a reactionary golf way, we have a stick here that goes down the target line, huh, Tim?
Yes.
And normally, we hear a lot of toe up to toe up, but you prefer to see more of this right palm facing at this target line, don't you?
I'm a big fan of the right forearm facing the target line, especially when you're sort of from hip high to hip high, or from hip high to impact. If you want to hit it higher, that's fine. Just set the face more open at address. It's not as much about the face, because the face is going to dictate the loft. It's more about the right palm staying down facing the target line.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that's very good.
So if people are doing this at home, one thing that they can do is they can physically do this.
Yeah, you can take a bungee cord, gear tie like you have there. Just wrap a stick around the legs, just slightly above the kneecaps,
and just see what you're up to.
and then just try to stay. That's really good. And then just try to stay a little more square, not let the knees pump quite so much. A second drill, if you want to slide that off real quickly,
okay.
We'll stick it in the ground. And this drill that we're about to do here, it really focuses on the right knee, the action of the right knee. Because that's the one that really gets us in trouble, because when that right knee drives out towards the golf ball on the way down, so when you're here like this and then that right knee goes out, it really shifts that club out. So then when that club shifts out, it gets really steep and on the target line a little too quickly. And it could cause anything from a big,
like that, huh, Tim? Or
yeah, maybe just a touch lower, but that's fine there. And then, because that right knee can really cause anything from a heel strike to a big divot. It can really disrupt your contact.
When it's pumping and
that's
moving.
right, that's right. So go ahead and go to your normal base stock setup. There you go, good. All right, now from there, go ahead and let's make a couple practice swings. Let's make sure that the right knee never drives into the yellow stick.
Now in like a elite level pitcher and chipper, they're never going to hit those. Huh?
No, the action of the right knee really, so when you go to top, it should really be the right knee moving or driving more towards the left knee rather than the target line. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And then the left knee, its job is really just to stabilize. So it's just going to just calm everything down. You don't want to see a lot of straightening or popping back off the target line.
Got it.
Okay, cool. Now just brush the ground. Have that right knee moving a little more towards the left. There you go.
That's all right.
Nice job.
Yeah. We cover this in great detail, don't we, Tim?
Yeah, absolutely.
In the Be Better Golf short game scoring system, which we've spent the last 2 days filming and the last couple months preparing. And it's a pretty complete guide of what to do, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it takes care of a player's contact, their trajectory, their touch, their feel. You know, we call it loft and speed in the video, but it really encompasses everything that you need to have a complete short game, and really be able to score and save some strokes around the green, no doubt about it.
You'll notice the first thing Tim said there was contact, and the longest video we did, over an hour, on just creating really good contact, because so many golfers out there, it's a little thin, a little duffy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the
contact is everything.
The contact sets everything else up.
Yeah.
If it's inconsistent and it's not predictable, then we have no idea how high the ball is going to come out. We have no idea how fast or how slow it's going to come out, where we should land it. I mean, we're literally guessing if contact's not consistent.
So for you flippers, chunkers, scullers, duffers, this is going to be really good for you. Also really good for the people who already have a fairly sharp short game, because a lot of the best players in the world are working with Tim. All right, Tim, that's it. If you have any questions, Tim's available on Twitter. What's your Twitter?
At Tim Yelverton. And they can email me at tyelverton2002@gmail, or go to our website at oldwaverly.com.
Yep, Tim loves questions, and he'd love to see you guys here. If you're interested in a future Be Better Golf short game school, send me an email. Contact bebettergolf@gmail.com, and we'll put you on the list for the next one, which will be probably in a couple months. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.